This is a Podfire production.
It's the highest of standards, on the peak we have landed. It's not silver, it's not gold, you want the best, take advantage. Go platinum. You know you wanna do it. Go platinum, you know you wanna do it. Go platinum.
Gentlemen, welcome.
Welcome.
As you might look aware, I'm in a suit today.
Oi.
There's two reasons I'm in a suit. One, I'll drop a name shortly because I like doing that for you guys.
Again.
But the gentleman on the end of the table over here is back with us again this week. Obviously,
Hey,
we got
yeah.
Pugz next to me and we got Rob. And I got some major news from Platinum Standard Grading today. It's actually started earlier this week. We haven't announced it till today. And that is the man with the big P on his shirt is the new General Manager of Platinum Standard Grading. That's Rob Verhoeve.
Well, that happened quickly, didn't it?
It did.
I was here last week and I had an L on my shirt.
And now you've got a P.
And now I've got a P. So
Well, it has been in the
go.
market for a little while, but we just haven't announced anything yet. But we've been working on this behind the scenes. So, Rob, welcome.
Thank you. Yes.
It's very exciting news for us, hence the suit.
Yep.
That you're the new GM. People will say what happened to Chris. We haven't seen him, so we don't know.
we have. We heard from him yesterday.
We
but,
left him overseas.
Yeah, we just left. No, he's actually in a big jet plane right now on his way back. As part of the new structure of Platinum Standard Grading, Rob will report into Chris, who's actually taken a job with Meteor8, which is our parent company. And he'll be looking after a number of major projects, which we may even announce a couple today, just to let people know what's going on.
Why wouldn't we?
And the fact that PSG is the major sponsor of one of those is something that we'll announce as well. So now I've done that, I'm going to take my jacket off. All the formal stuff's done. We'll undo the coat. But welcome, boys. How are we?
Beautiful.
We are great.
Yeah.
We
Fantastic.
are good.
Yep.
And congrats, Rob. What's your opening sort of statement to the world?
Well, I'm really excited to
You
start
are?
with. No, very excited because it's coming up to a year now that we've had Platinum Standard Grading.
It is. Happy
And
birthday to us.
Happy birthday to PSG. Ice cream cake will be forthcoming at some stage.
Indeed.
I'm sure. But it's a real opportunity for me to get into some of the skills that I've developed in previous work areas.
Yep.
And lead a team that I think will make a big difference. And
Come on.
you know, the motto for me is always, you know, provide extraordinary service to our clients, and that's what I want to continue on and build on what Chris has done.
And the reason we've made this change is twofold. One is the fact that Chris has done an amazing job to get us to where we are.
100%.
Chris is a builder. And he's someone that I brought Chris in originally to all my businesses specifically because he's a risk manager. And the thing with Chris, he looks at things and says no. And not many people do that. And the thing I loved about it when we set this up originally was we were going to do stuff this way. Nah, not a good idea. So we went that way. We were going to look at doing this. No, we're going to do that. And they were all very calculated risks that we took to get to where we are now. And the good thing now, we're in a comfortable position that enables us to bring someone in to actually manage the process now. Someone to come in and lead the team and actually grow the business, which is the main reason we've brought you in.
Yep, and that's what I'm really excited about too. So I look at it, Chris is, in the analogy of a sporting coach, he's come in and done the rebuild.
He has.
And,
He's moved to coaching director.
That's it, and I'm going to take the team to a premiership.
He's
So
the Mark Jackson and you're the Steve Kerr.
I would have thought that, he may. I'd like to be the Lee Matthews, I think.
Yeah,
Triple premiership coming our way.
yeah, fair enough.
But,
So you're the man to lead us to the premiership. Is that
I
what
am,
we're
and
doing? That's
that's
the way we're
right.
looking at it?
And while we're talking about premierships and all those kind of
Yes.
things, the local card shop, which is just down the road from the Gabba,
Yes.
is still a big part of my life.
100%.
So we've got Benny Allen in there now.
Yeah,
which,
Excellent. Benny.
Benny, I'll make sure that he sees this one tomorrow. He gets a shout out, but he's a legend of a guy. So people that head down to the local card shop, they'll probably see Chris or myself in there on a weekend every now and again, but they'll see Ben during the week, and Ben will look after him there. But it's been great because, as you know, local card shop and PSG collaborated on a couple of things, like
100%.
with our the one touches and things
Yep.
like that we got brought in and things like that. So it's been something that we've been working towards, and I think it complements it really well. And
As I
looking forward
say,
to
it's not something that was just a decision that we made yesterday. It's something that we've been working towards. And,
Felt like it.
Yeah, well, it has felt like it because it's gone so bloody quick.
That's right.
Sid's Cards and Collectibles will join us. Hey yo to you too, champion. 2% Potty 101 MC. The big Omar has joined us as well.
No.
Patrick Sabilis, Cam. I'm really useless with this. Cam McLaren. Zoran Speaks, The Real Hoopster, Cusso one. Hey, we're
Hey,
getting a
Tolga.
few people on
Is
the
that the
board.
Cam that wanted to watch us through the door that we
He
told
did.
to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cam. Cam runs a business, no free advertising, called Require Roofing or Require Business Services, Building Services. So a big shout out to Cam, and look at requirebuilding.com.au.
If your roof is stuffed, give
He's
Cam
the
a call.
one. What's rhymes with stuffed? Fluffed, muffed, tuffed,
Buffed.
buffed.
If your roof's
If your
not
tiles
tough,
need buffed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
we'll
If
come
your
up with
roof
something,
is
Cam.
stuffed, we'll get it buffed.
That's it.
Ring Cam.
Ring Cam.
Require Building.
That's it.
Oh, there you go.
Culture.
Free ad.
That's the advert right there.
There's the free ads we don't do.
That's
So
right.
we've got a question. So will you guys be at the Hobby Hangout in Melbourne? Great question.
Not only will we be at the
Oh,
Hobby
it's a
We
Hangout,
segue.
are the major sponsor.
We are?
Yeah. I'll be on stage with Tyson
Big
Beck.
Tyson, yeah.
Tyson.
First name drop of the
Hang
day.
on.
And hey,
Oh,
Alexa.
wrong one.
Wrong button.
No. No.
No.
No. It's this one.
No.
No, definitely not that one. That one.
You know what?
Let's just leave with all the noises. You just
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just.
yeah, how about I control the board
Yeah.
and you get back to managing PSG?
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that.
So, yeah, we will be in Melbourne next week. That's
Pugz-
very exciting.
Pugz, what's happening when we're in Melbourne?
We're going to the Hobby Hangout.
Yeah, and what can people do when they get to the Hobby Hangout?
It's our birthday. I can cry. No, wrong song.
Wrong song, but
Submit their cards.
and how much do they have to pay?
It's a free their first card.
Their first card is free.
Birthday!
This
Okay.
guy's crazy. And
This guy-
came up with this random idea, and
But it's
we
our
agreed.
birthday.
We agreed, which is the funny thing.
Well, let's be honest. We're just going to agree with him anyway.
yeah,
It's,
always.
it's his studio.
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Thanks very much.
Yep. So we will be at the Hobby Hangout. We'll have quite a big presence.
We will.
Look for the big blue
Big
flag.
blues.
Indeed.
And your first card that you bring in will be free. Just pay postage for your grade. And we've already had some people
Put 'em in.
submitting
Yes, saw that.
online. So that's fantastic. So that is the way to go. If you are coming to the Hobby Hangout, go to psgrading.net.
Yeah, or PSG.cards.
Hey.
Oh, we've
announced that
changed it.
surely. No, that's
Oh,
another one, but that's coming.
Here we go. We need a run sheet.
I know.
We need a
yeah.
run sheet.
Yeah.
But
Just
go to
throws things out.
psgrading.net. Go in and there is a special Hobby Hangout special. The first card is free. The ones
It
after
is.
that are $20 each. All you've got to do is pay postage. So it is a nice way to get something out of your ticket to the Hobby Hangout.
Yeah.
So to justify my craziness, because you guys think I'm nuts anyway,
Mhm.
was the fact that it's a birthday gift from us to you.
That's right.
So if you'd
That's the
like
way
to
we
give
do it.
us a birthday gift while we're there as well,
Ice cream cake.
or a beer,
I can't have it anymore.
You can.
okay,
You can.
we'll leave it
One
for
time.
you.
One
just,
time.
You'll just die.
You can
That's all.
have, yeah.
The Real Hoopster is going to drop us a card
That's-
to us in Melbourne.
Tolga.
Awesome, Tolga. Look forward to that. And Aussie Hustle IG just joined as well.
Hey, also, when people submit a card, what else do they get?
What else do they get? They get their card graded.
They get a raffle ticket?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
But you must be there and must have submitted.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only way you get a raffle ticket.
Indeed. And
So-
what happens with the raffle
What's
ticket?
the raffle for?
Well, somebody's going to draw the raffle, and if that person,
That could be Tyson Beck.
It will
Tyson.
be.
Tyson, we're shouting out to you, brother. Can you draw the raffle, please?
Yep. Thanks, Tyson. So the person will get it's 10 cards, isn't it? 10 cards a
No.
year.
It's the platinum.
Yeah,
It's the platinum cards. Grading for life. One card per month.
one card per month. So
the
12
rest of
cards a
your
year
life.
for the rest of your life.
And I nearly didn't do it this time. Do you know why?
Why?
Because the kid that won last time's 12. He's going to live a lot older than bloody people like me and you and all that shit. So
Yeah.
this
So-
kid's going to get them forever.
Must be over the age of 70 to enter this one. So
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, we've got a couple of questions here.
go for it. Let's go.
Man, you guys
How
are-
about the $100 for the 5 cards deal? It still
Well-
works out the same,
Well, no, it doesn't,
doesn't it? Why?
because it's now 5 cards for
$80
$80.
because you get the first one free.
There you go.
So-
Even better.
I know. It's
So if you've
fantastic.
already submitted or you've done something like that, reach out to Rob at psgrading.net.
Rob.Verhoeve.
Robert.Verhoeve.
No, just Rob.
Just Rob.
Just
Yeah,
Rob
we've,
at
we've
PS
gone.
Grading?
We've shortened the first name,
We have.
and we've used all the letters of the alphabet. for the second name. So I should change my name to Rob Smith, but won't.
But we won't.
So and there's also a question there about the Brisbane Hobby Hangout.
Well, we
Should-
will be
should-
at the Brisbane Hobby Hangout.
Should we make that
It won't be my
announcement?
birthday.
Yeah, well,
Not my birthday. It might be the company's birthday.
Yeah.
well, it kind of will.
Will it?
Yeah, you know why?
Why is that?
Because in my household,
Mm.
when you have a birthday, you get a month before your birthday, you get a month of your birthday,
And a
then
month
you get
after.
Man, I'm
your
coming to live
birthday.
at your house.
Yeah, but it's only for me.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
My
that's
poor
right.
wife
Sorry,
hates
Jen.
it. Yeah, she hates it, but I claim the Festivus of. So I think the Festivus
we
will
do
still
it?
be running. Yeah, I reckon.
Okay.
Can I make
Why-
a GM
why
call?
not?
Go for your life.
Okay, GM call. We're going to do the same deal for
At
people
Hobby Hangout.
at the Hobby Hangout. And for
Beautiful.
the people in Brisbane, because this is a shameless plug for the other half of what I do.
Localcardshop.com.au.
Yeah. So to even save on postage, they can
Hey.
they can use
Wow.
pickup at local card shop and come in and
Hey.
check us out as well.
That's amazing.
You're trying to send me broke.
What are you talking about? Postage is postage.
That was my idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was your idea. Remember, you asked, am I
You're trying to
crazy?
make
And
Am
you
I
said
crazy? The
yes.
answer was yes.
Yes.
So, no, definitely in Brisbane, and we'll think about what we do for Sydney, but there'll be something special for the next one in Sydney as well.
We will too. Yeah, let's just make that really clear. So what's going to happen for our birthday, we're giving away a free grading of any card, 35 or 55 point. Just make that clear. Free. So come and submit with us. All you do is pay for postage to get it back to you. And we won't charge you for the actual grading. You'll still get the full customer service, everything that we do for our 60-day model, which also will now improve because we have a customer service expert as the GM.
That's
Yeah.
my role. We're going to do it.
Beautiful.
So,
We've had a couple of new sign-ups for partners now that you can drop cards off to.
we did. We had so Gimco is a online retailer
Gimco.com.au.
out of .com.au, run by Dom Zoymek. Dom,
Shout out, Dom.
Shout out to Dom, one of the great guys in the hobby. Now, Dom will primarily, if you do breaks through his page, that you'll be able to get cards that you hit with him graded.
Yep.
But also any trade fair in Melbourne that's held, he will be our drop-off point in there. We're coming down obviously for the Hobby Hangout, but
Yep.
the Malvern Card Fair and all the other smaller ones that get done.
Excellent.
Dom is a massive presence at those, and he's as I said, just one of the good guys.
So what's going to happen? We're going to make ourselves a lot more visible in these places with these partners.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the we've signed up a lot of partners so far, and we're still going for submission partners. And what's going to happen? We're trying to get to every card show in the country,
That's right. In
or
some way,
every
shape, or form.
every hobby show.
Yep.
So another one little announcement that Rob's going on a small road trip.
Yes.
Is it called?
Capricorn.
Capricorn, which is like a Comic-Con event, but it's based out of Rockhampton.
Yep.
Oh,
So that's pretty exciting. When I said to Rob, why? And he said, because there's 16,000 people go through this event.
Yep. It's been running for 5 years.
That's
It's-
insane.
It is put on by the Queensland State Government. So it's a massive event up there in Rockhampton. And
That's sick.
yeah, I'll be getting dressed up as Spider-Man or something like that. Isn't that what you do when
Can't
you go to
wait.
these things?
Oh, gee, as long as we've got photos
Some
of you
latex.
in your PSG hat with your latex.
Yeah, not happening. But yeah, we'll be up there. That's the week after the Hobby Hangout. So
Excellent.
Saturday the 27th. If you're up in the central Queensland area, apparently people come from all over the place.
Wow.
I tried to get accommodation. There was a little bit of proof of that.
Really?
Yep. So sleeping in the car, that's all good.
That's all right, mate. You're used to that.
Yeah.
When she kicks you out. Jelly's asked, what's the thickest card you do, Pugz? 55?
At the moment, up to 55. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully soon that changes. But
It will be changing soon. And
Still
why
waiting.
why is that? Can you just explain to everyone? Because we have done one thicker, but it wrecked the card, didn't it?
yeah, well, we
That was one of
tested on
mine. It wasn't a
his cards,
customer's
yeah.
cards.
Yeah, and it
A lot of work to do.
didn't encapsulate properly, and it just wrecked. It did wreck the card, but
It
it
did,
also
yeah.
wrecked the plastic. So
Yeah, so we don't
Yeah.
want that. And the thing is the plastic we specifically use is base for 35 up to 55. And the new ones, as they come out, will actually go to the next level. I believe in the end we'll have all of them covered.
Yep.
But we need to look at different types of plastic at the moment
definitely
for that.
go green.
Casso1 has also asked any partners on the coast. If that's the Gold Coast, mate, yeah, we do. We have a number of different partners here on the coast. A lot of stores have shut down on the Gold Coast over the last couple of weeks. However, Rob's going to save the day with a pop-up shop from
We will.
local card shop out of Brisbane. Is going to open up at the Arundel store.
Yep.
So that'll be 52 New Heath at Arundel
Yep.
on the Gold Coast here. So you will be able to drop cards off there on the Gold Coast.
Yep, and if it's the Sunshine Coast you're talking about, we've got Mint Collectibles up on the Sunshine Coast, who are an amazing bunch of people up there.
And they're online.
And
G'day,
they're-
mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Hey, Zach.
either way, we can cover all the coasts.
Yeah, 100%.
What about Central Coast?
Central
Yeah.
Coast, New South Wales. I grew up there as a kid.
Yep.
We don't have a shop there yet, but my auntie lives in Killarney Vale. She
drop
could
'em off to
possibly
her.
put. No, we won't go there. That was a joke. But there is actually a couple of shops on the Central Coast. They're working on them at the moment to have a chat, see whether they become submission partners. And the whole idea here is that we're going to try and spread this globally. As you boys know, here we go. Anything down on the South Coast? So I'm going to say the South Coast down near Illawarra. I know there was a couple of shops down there we were talking to. There was a comic shop.
Sonny's got his shop down
Sonny's down there, isn't
there.
he?
Sen, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're in discussions with them at the moment, mate. We can do that. What's that? 2023 Kid and Play Hoopster store.
That's Tolga's shop.
That's
Tolga.
that he's going to be doing.
One day we'll get him.
We'll get him.
Yeah.
The kebab man.
The kebab. Yeah.
Tolga's a good bloke.
Tolga's a great
He's
bloke.
the man.
Yeah. And he should become a submission partner.
He should.
Don't you think?
You should.
Don't you think when Liam, who's our business development manager, rings Tolga this afternoon
That's right.
and he answers and doesn't order a kebab but orders to become a submission partner, Tolga should say yes.
Well, the thing is that it's not for Tolga. It's for Tolga's customers.
It is, that's
Right,
right. It's
so
all about the service.
It's
and about the
service,
customers.
and I'm sure Tolga would love to give extraordinary service to his customers.
And what's Tolga's business name? Do you know?
I'm going to go with I throw over to
Beverly
Pugz.
Hills Kebab, I think. But I do know he's submitting a bunch of cards at Melbourne. So
Okay, well
Yeah,
maybe what
that's
he
the-
could do
the step in.
is if customers go there and submit to him, he could hand them to us in Melbourne.
Correct.
Wow, big
And we'll
shout out, Tolga.
Yeah, no, Tolga's one of the
Yeah.
really
There's
good guys of the hobby
another
as well.
free advert.
We've got a couple other guys here. This is great feedback. Excellent. Gold Coast, yeah, graded cards are at Carrara Market. JCS are there.
Yeah, JCS.
They're one of our biggest submission partners.
How did I?
You missed JCS. Hopefully they're not online. You get in trouble.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Johnny.
And then we've got that's the Wollongong ones. We'll talk to Phantom Zone. I think that's who we have spoke to. And no worries at all, Cusso one. But yeah, JCS, I just want to give them a massive rap, right?
Come on.
Because you've got a husband and wife team that work their ass off. yeah,
Absolutely.
in this shed, which it is.
That's what it is. Yep.
It's a shed in the markets. And by far, that I know, and this is my facts, no one else's, they're probably one of the biggest Pokemon dealers in Queensland, maybe
definitely
in the
in
country.
Maybe
Queensland.
even, yeah.
And it's again very similar to the way I think about customer service. For them, it's all about the experience that their customers get.
And John,
John,
in a skin tight Pokemon
he
shirt
does
every
love his,
week.
He does love his
Oh,
Pokemon
go
shirt.
back every week. It's
Yeah.
sensational.
He wears a Pokemon shirt and the PSG hat every week.
Love it.
So
Love it. Big shout out to the guys down at JCS at Carrara Markets.
Yep.
So we got another announcement. Oh, full of announcements today. Must
We
be
do.
the suit jacket.
Yeah, must be.
So it was murmured last night. It was a couple of days early, thanks to our friend at the Rollers.
Yeah.
But it was mentioned last night that we are heading up a bid on the Gold Coast for a new NBL team.
Come on.
Platinum Standard Grading is the official partner and is the official sponsor of that.
How good is that?
I've taken the lead of that, so hence I'll be stepping back from a few other things, but we're in discussions with the NBL. We put out a bit of a piss take last night with Bronny James coming to the Gold Coast. In the background, if you look closely, you'll see my head and Chris's head right next to LeBron. But we're having a bit of fun with it on the way. But the big thing we're after is everyone to join on the bandwagon and see what we can do. So we want to shout out to all the PSG customers and fans to jump onto gctropics.com and register your interest there. GC Tropics will be the current bid name. We're not sure whether that'll be the end name when we actually get the NBL license. But one thing that people don't know yet is we've actually got a number of NBA players, 10 in total, that are going to invest in the team as soon as we get the license.
That's sick.
I had that confirmed in writing last night that we will have NBA players confirmed as owners of the club
Yes.
once we get the license. But the caveat is we have to get the license.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
So
obviously,
we want
otherwise they own
everyone.
nothing.
We want everyone pushing.
Sign up.
We want everyone pushing and pushing and pushing the NBL to actually try and get the basketball back on the Gold Coast. And the other part we're going to be doing, we're going to be bringing out some merch, right? Some Gold Coast Tropics merch. Anyone who's seen semi-pro, yep, that's what we're taking. That's the piss take we're trying to do here. And the whole point of it is so we have a bit of fun whilst we do it.
Is Jackie Moon one of the
Hey,
owners?
if
I
your
can
last
tell
name
you-
is Moon, you're definitely going to be playing.
I
for the Gold
100% guarantee if, I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when we get the license
Yep.
and we launch, I'm going to bring Jackie Moon out to Australia to launch the first game. You heard it here first. That's guaranteed.
I'll tell you what, last week we said you were mad when you offered a free card to everyone.
But we're going to bring Jackie Moon out to
Excellent.
Australia to actually launch the Tropics once we get the NBL.
That is absolutely awesome. You heard it here first.
Heard it here first, not
and
second.
I will definitely keep him to that one because
Yep.
Oh, mate, how much fun would it be? So, yeah, we started discussions yesterday with his management team
Yep.
and to book him to come out. Tell you what, he's not cheap, but at the same,
Will Ferrell's not cheap. You're telling us that
Jackie Moon, I'm talking about, not Will Ferrell.
Oh, sorry, Jackie Moon.
Will Ferrell's a real person.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Jackie Moon's a real
But Jackie
person.
Moon, who's obviously an NBA superstar.
100%. He was at the All-Star weekend.
Yep.
Mm?
And you're telling me you're surprised he's not cheap.
Yeah, no, I wasn't surprised.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, we've got some more questions here. Is there any way I can check cards that have been sent in, like where they're up to? This is something that we were talking about
It's
this
working
week.
on it.
So,
Yeah.
Rob, what are we doing?
Yeah, look, that is one of the things that is my first charter, really, is to improve that aspect of the customer experience so that you will be able to log in and just see when it'll log as received and researched. It'll log as graded, and then it will log. The third one will be that it's been posted out to you.
That's awesome.
At the moment, we have identified that there's a little bit of a gap in that early part of the process, and it is something that is really, really important to me that we get that part right, so that people and it was great feedback from one of our customers.
And that's the bit I like about it, is the customers actually asked for it. And
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
therefore the first thing you've done is gone straight in and done it. So.
Yeah, so I spoke to that guy in particular that reached out on Facebook asking where he was up to, and I thought to myself, why doesn't he know?
Yep.
And that's fine, because if we don't find this stuff out, we can't.
We can't fix it, exactly.
So
Yeah.
we certainly we want every person to have an extraordinary experience. So let's get that right. But that will be, I would say, within the first 3 or 4 weeks, we should be out of me being here now.
So you're already 1 week in.
I've got 3 weeks to go. I'll get that done. That's
sure.
something I'm very keen on.
I'll give you that one. Mint said, I generally thought you guys were kidding. That's sick. Yeah, no, we're definitely not kidding, mate. We've been working on this for a very long time. And the other reason I'm in my suit, the second name drop of the day, I met with Mayor Tom Tate today. Hey, you got the right button.
The only one I know.
To get the council behind us, and
Come
the council are really keen for us to pursue this.
Well, it was
That's
on
sick.
Channel 9 News last night.
It was on Channel 9 News last night saying that we'd actually,
wasn't
this is
news.
where they jumped the gun. So thanks to Joel McGuinness, bastard, from
on,
Gold
Joel.
Coast Basketball.
And good luck to Joel tomorrow night as well.
Oh, 100%, mate. We'll be there in our meteorite box cheering them on.
Come on.
The Gold Coast Rollers are in the, I think it's a preliminary final or
Yeah,
semi-final
semi-final.
tomorrow night in the NBL 1, which is pretty awesome.
They've had a
finished
great
top
year.
of the table.
They've had a great year.
That's because we sponsored them, I
That's
reckon.
right.
Yeah. But
Well, they heard
anyway,
there's a new NBL team coming. So
They did.
They
They're
want
all-
to play real good.
they're all getting excited. Another question here from Cusso1. Will there be a separate grading for the auto if we're submitting auto cards? Really, really simply, I'm going to answer this one. No.
Yeah, no, I don't.
The only way we will either authorise or authenticate an autograph is the fact if it's done by JSA and there's a sticker on the back of the card like they do for us, or if we are actually physically present while they're signing it. So we were with a couple of guys in the US, like Gary Vaynerchuk. There we go. Thank you very much.
You did drop his name
I
last
did,
week
yeah,
too.
3-4 times
Yeah,
last week.
that's right.
No, but the thing is, we saw the signature happen. We've got photos of the signature happen, so we're more than happy to authenticate that. No other autos will be authenticated.
Yeah, so one of the things with that is that most of the cards, if they're an autograph card that's come from the manufacturer, they will be
It's already
authenticated on the card.
Yeah.
So if people are looking for a grade of the auto, we don't want to downplay a card because there might be a slight smudge on an auto or something like that. So we leave the auto alone.
Yep.
If somebody has a IP in-person signature on a card and they want to have that authenticated as well, just reach out to me. We will sort it out and we'll help them get that done through JSA.
Mm-hmm.
The process will take a little bit longer, but we will help them get that process done through JSA, and we'll sort that out right through to the end for them.
We've just had a whole heap of stuff come back ourselves from JSA, and Bluey did an amazing job down there. He's the only one in Australia that represents JSA, and the letters we got back were from the US.
That's right, yeah.
Which was really interesting
wow.
as well. Yeah, so we got our letters, we got all our authentication, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so we can do that for people if they want that done.
100%, obviously for a fee.
Obviously for a fee, yeah.
So, Pugz, what's been happening in the grading world this week? I saw something today come through the door. Rob's run in with it, and only the fact that Chris wasn't here, otherwise it wouldn't. He would have been very excited. That was the Andrew Eddinghausen.
That's right, yeah.
auto.
Oh, yeah.
What else has come in that's worth looking at?
There's been a big mixture of everything, actually. There's been some awesome, like, Tyrese Halliburton autos, Anthony Edwards, rookies, lots of MJ from...
Fair bit of Marvel too.
Yeah, and there was quite a bit
Marvel,
of that as well.
Pokemon.
Have we seen like a pattern yet? Like we've been open a year now, right? And as you sort of go along, you see these patterns that form. Like when I think it's the NFL. When the NFL's playing, we get more NFL cards. But I find that we get basketball all the time. Is that right?
Yeah, it's pretty much all the time. I
All
think
the
that's
time.
because we're in Australia. We don't really...
We don't
It's
have
not
an
like the
off season.
seasons,
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
But,
But also too with here we seem to have seen a lot of MJ Magic Johnson come through of
Yeah.
late. So it might be people having a look at their PCs and picking out what they want to have graded
Yeah,
in that off season while they're having a look at that stuff.
Well, a big announcement came out this week that Tops are going to do the NBL cards.
Oh,
So a
how cool
massive
is that?
shout out to Jeremy Lowliger, who's the commissioner of the NBL, who wants to be my new best friend, to help us with our license application. No, but a big shout out to the NBL. They did a great job getting Tops on board with
Yep.
that. And hopefully we get to see some really good quality cards.
It does bring an interesting question up though with Tops, because obviously Tops are now owned by
Fanatics, yep.
and we know that Tops have put their toe in the Australian market trying to get licenses before.
Mm-hmm.
So now Fanatics are behind it. It will be very interesting to see what comes up with future.
So do we think Select are gone?
I wouldn't say that. No, hell no. I mean, Select have been
Good
around
answer, Rob.
30 years. Select have been
Really? That
30
long?
years have been Select. This is their 30th release this year, or
Wow.
30th
Wow.
year of releases.
Congratulations. That's
So
massive.
yeah,
Well
it is
done,
massive. So you cannot, under any circumstances, discount that. That is an amazing thing. But times change, and I guess it's a good thing, even if, well, I'll say when Select get the license
Yep.
again. It's a good thing that there's other companies out there that
I
are
agree
interested
100%.
because it keeps the quality up. Otherwise, we go into a
otherwise, look what
situation.
happened to Panini.
Look what happened to
Yeah.
Panini. Have a look what happened in Australia to Tap and
Futura?
Play.
What happened there?
Futura. I think the less said about Futura, the better.
Yeah, but they've shut down now.
Oh,
haven't
heck
they?
yeah, They shut down a long
Did
time
great
ago.
surfing cards. Huh?
They did fantastic surfing, and
So-
they
and
did great
cricket.
NBL cards.
And
Yeah.
cricket, yeah.
Back in
Cricket,
the
They
day.
had,
but,
they had awesome stuff. when we
Yeah,
were
so
kids.
the companies that had the monopoly over cricket and soccer cards in Australia for a while, they've gone because there was no competition, so the product wasn't as good.
Yeah.
So I think it's a wonderful thing to see that there's trading card companies worldwide, massive companies that want to get in on Australia.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's huge for the league. It's huge for people actually building a fan base, because you're going to get cards now and people will start chasing sets, and then you'll start understanding who they're like. McCool Maker today signed with Sacramento.
Hey,
I think it was Sacramento.
that's
I think
awesome.
it
I
was,
might got
yeah.
that wrong. Yeah, but he signed with Washington. It was, sorry. Oops.
Oh, the other
Close,
Sacramento.
The
Yeah.
other Sacramento. Yeah.
I
Not
was
the
thinking
other-
Washington
One's
State.
on one side of the other.
It's the Eastern Sacramento team.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he signed with Washington today on a 10-game deal. I think it was.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Which is awesome, because that kid is an unbelievable basketball player who was number one from high school, but then made some decisions around the whole Black Lives Matters piece, and went to number 99, then never got a gig.
Yep.
So for him to actually get a gig, it's probably 2 years after when he would have
Yeah.
normally, is awesome, and he's going to rip it up over there, mate. That kid's got so much skill, it's insane.
But imagine if we had these cards 3 years ago, we'd have people around the world focusing on Australian cards. because
100%.
there'd be LaMelo Ball cards in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll keep the cards relevant for a little
Yes.
while, because the next gen program is something that will continue on.
well,
Yeah.
Bronny,
'Cause that's-
Bronny will be here. So
Because Bronny's coming to the Gold
yeah.
Coast.
Bronny's coming to the Gold Coast. Oh, yeah, I completely stuffed that up yesterday, didn't I? I actually put a Bronny supporter group as opposed to Bronny on the message
On
that
the
I put out
Instagram
on
post.
Instagram. Yeah, I felt like a bit of a dick, but anyway, moving on.
Just repost it. It's all good.
Yeah, I'll call him out. Bronny's coming to the Gold Coast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If he doesn't,
There was a
he's let people
rumour.
down.
Did you hear the rumour? I started it,
Yep.
but it's still a rumour,
Yeah.
no matter if you started or not, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, I heard it. I heard it.
There we go. So at least I was honest and said I started the rumour.
Yeah, that's right.
It
Yeah,
said
not
that.
like some of the news channels on the Gold Coast that made up shit to put on the TV last night before it actually happened.
Whatever, it's out there now.
Advertising. Good
Yep.
marketing. Shout out to Emma.
Go
Cheers.
platinum.
A yes for Real Madrid. Not sure what that was a question about.
I don't know. PSG all the way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If we're talking about European soccer, we support PSG proudly here.
So that was one big thing we saw in the US, that soccer cards now are making a massive impact.
Okay, from
And
local card shop
wrestling as well.
perspective,
Yep.
absolutely been blown away with the interest in soccer cards. And the quality.
Just EPL, or is it?
no, heck no.
Is it because they're Tops cards? Because they're a better quality?
I got a funny feeling that's got a lot to do with it. But
Oh, the
Mosaic.
quality's amazing.
But Mosaic.
Okay.
Mosaic now have EPL, they have the Euro from last year, and they've got a Road to the World Cup coming out for Mosaic. Prism is massive still.
Yeah.
Prism World Cup cards seem to be
Yeah.
the bomb every year. Everyone wants them. But the Tops, I know that I think we had 3 or 4. Ian, shout out to Ian, who comes into the local card shop. Scottish Premier League cards.
Oh, really?
I literally bought them as a piss take. 'Cause I
Yeah.
thought,
Is Ange in there?
Aussie Ange. I thought, no, I didn't know.
Is he in there? Do we know?
I'll find out. But
Yeah.
no, I thought, Aussie Ange has a little bit of interest in Scottish Premier League, and I had to keep ordering more in because people
Because they
came
kept
in.
buying it.
Yeah, I literally put it on the socials, and we had 3 people wanting to buy the one box. So,
That's awesome.
So, yeah, Mitt's saying here, even the last 2 months, soccer's had a massive uptake as well.
Yep.
Jelly, yeah, Luca played for Real Madrid.
Oh, there we go. So what's
Didn't
the
realise
soccer?
Luca played soccer. No, sorry.
did you play with
and
Messi?
he was Messi.
Oh yeah.
Because the World Cup's in November, people are getting in now because they'll be graded in time. Yeah, good point, that. If it is in November, if you use our 60-day service still, you can still get it back before the World Cup.
That's right.
But if you want to use the 10-day service, which is a little bit more expensive, you can make sure you get it back.
Oh, you'll get it back in 9.
There we go. And the same as the other ones that we found interesting were WWE.
Yep.
Are you getting many of them in?
There's been a few.
been a
Most
few,
of
not a
them have
lot.
been yours, actually. But we have had a few
Yeah.
of like the nicer gold ones and
Yeah, there's some really nice cards.
They either
there,
seem
some
to be
nice
the
rainbows.
golds
Yeah.
or the retro.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I've seen a fair few
Yeah,
of the
the
retro
old
come
ones
through.
are-
Yeah.
And then what about non-sporting cards? So what, like all the ones we picked up in the US and stuff like that? And
No, we haven't seen many.
You know
of
what? We
that
don't
kind
see
of-
those in Australia. Come on, Australia. Like,
Yeah, all the
get your
actors and
finger
stuff.
out
yeah,
and start collecting some strange
Yeah.
stuff.
Like
I agree.
Stranger Things. There you go.
Stranger-
Things.
Well, in the local card shop,
sorry.
Stranger Things cards have been massive. I've
how's
sold
your
out.
what's the other weird one that people buy all the time?
Desert Storm.
Desert Storm, yeah.
Desert Storm. Yeah.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Like it is something different.
And you know what? I forgot the chewing gum.
Oh, the challenge.
Oh,
The packets are sitting on the desk at local card shop.
Oh, we'll have to get that one up next week because now you're officially on the show every week.
Yes, I'll have to.
So
I'll have to eat the chewing gum.
you will. You'll have to get the chewing gum challenge. What's the nicest and rarest card you've graded so far? I'm going to give that one to you, Pugz.
rare. Oh well, we've had
The
a few
nicest
one
one-
of ones.
Yeah, but what
So-
about the one that came in on our express service a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, that Ja Morant Donruss Optic.
Donruss Optic rookie
auto. Jersey number 12 of 149 or something.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
What do
Such
you
a
reckon
nice
that was
card in
worth?
hand. Oh,
Lots.
I wouldn't. Yeah, lots.
Lots of zeros?
Yeah, lots of yeah.
There'd be a few zeros in that
A
one.
couple.
But it was just a bloody nice looking card. The grade on it came up okay
Yeah, had a bit
Because-
of surface issue, but
because it had the optic surface issue.
Yeah.
So, but that's one of the nicest cards I've seen come through the door.
And what about the weirdest card you've done?
the weirdest card. Well, it depends on if you want. Who's that lady? Liz Cambridge.
Love a good Liz Cambridge.
That funny card that you got.
Was a gift for Chris,
Weirdest
actually.
card.
Do you know
I
what?
can't say we've really had that.
What
many
about the Bill
weird
Clinton?
cards.
We did a Bill Clinton card.
Bill Clinton. We've
Oh,
done
really?
a couple of Donald
Yeah?
Trumps.
Did they have a black dress in it?
No, but there was a stain on the card, so it only graded a 6. No, I don't know. It was terrible.
That's shocking.
It's a terrible
That
Bill
was a
Clinton joke.
bad joke.
I went to Chris Rock on Monday night, and he had so many Hillary Clinton jokes, it wasn't funny.
And I think we've heard them all
It
this
wasn't
week.
funny, or it was funny.
It was.
was-
Well, they were funny.
It's Chris Rock. Of course, it's funny.
Yeah, and then one woman started racing around this place. She was, I don't know, she was on something, yelling out Trump 2024, Trump 2024, and then security tackled her, and she goes, "Yeah, I know, I've been ejected." So she's gone.
You got to love a good Chris
Yeah,
Rock
be
show.
a joke.
That's it.
But Jelly, like Batman in the 60s TV show, 100%.
Oh,
though.
we do have a
Oh,
we do
we've
have
done
a bit of
couple
those.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done
We
a
do
few
have
of
a few of
the
those Batman cards.
60s, 70s Batmans.
He's got
Chitty Bang.
Chitty Bang Bang.
Gel 15Y.
That's Jelly.
Who's Jelly?
I have no idea, but that's
Jelly, get in touch with rob.verhoeve at psgrading.net.
Just Rob at
Marky
PS
Mark
Training,
is his
No,
name.
rob.verhoeve. Don't stop confusing people. But or just I don't know, find us somehow. Get through to us on Facebook, and mate, I want to see Chitty Bang Bang cards.
That would be awesome.
Mate, that's the kind of stuff Rob likes.
Chitty Bang
Rob's
Bang
now
would
talking
be
about himself in
awesome.
the third person.
Here we go. Got an on-card auto museum signature series rookie card of Mike Evans to 49. Might be heading your way in the near future.
Mike Evans, he has really Mike Evans was
Didn't
Mike
he
Evans.
used to host that
No.
Perfect Match show?
I knew you were going to say with the compatibility
Yeah,
rating.
exactly. Yeah. Next
Oh,
up.
not the badumts. There we
Yeah,
go.
that's the one.
Who's
Mike?
Mike Evans?
Mike Evans is a wide receiver, I think, for the or it might be a running back. He's a player for Tampa Bay. He's a footballer.
He's a
But,
NFL player.
He's an NFL player. But
Yeah.
no, I know, again, coming through, we see a lot of his cards coming through because he has really taken off in the last few years as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, bring that, send that one in for sure.
Have we mentioned Tolga today yet?
No, I don't know.
So
Tolga,
Tolga, our
no.
potential new submission partner, has just said, I have MOTU cards coming your way. MOTU?
MOTU.
Motu.
Hello, Motu.
I don't
That
know.
was an ad.
I don't know what that means.
Jelly,
What's MOTU?
Jelly, send them through Instagram, mate. Send them through. Yeah, I told you it was a wide receiver. Why didn't I? I should have just gone.
Buccaneers wide receiver.
I should have just
Should have just stayed because you were confident. You could have just continued, and no one would have said a word.
Oh no, we needed Liam here for that one.
We did. Masters of the Universe.
Oh, of course.
So,
Unfortunately, I'm too old for that.
Modder.
you got to love a good Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. Did you watch it as a kid?
I did.
Did you just notice last week was George Jetson's birthday?
Was
Like his
it?
actual birthday.
Oh yeah, the day he was
How
born.
old's George?
What? Zero.
He's
now.
He's like a week old now.
But, so was he born
He's
in 2022?
31st of
Meet
July.
George Jetson.
Yeah.
His boy.
I reckon there's got to be Jetsons cards.
That'd be cool.
I know.
We should go on a mission for Jetsons cards.
That'd be
Okay.
sick.
So I think what we should do now is shout out to all these people, and I'm going to get crazy again.
No, I know where you're going because I was.
Where am I
thinking
going?
I reckon if someone can present us with a Jetsons card,
A Jetsons card in the next 7 days.
In the next-
before the next podcast.
Yep.
We'll grade it for free,
yep, we'll grade it for free. So
and I'll pay the postage.
They've got
Hey,
no. I'll walk it to the post office.
There we go.
There we go.
But it has to be George.
A George Jetson.
It has to be George
Jetson
Jetson card.
And so send us a drop us a note through Instagram, Facebook, or
Yep.
any of the socials, and show us your card. And if you're the first one in, we will give you a free grade. I reckon that's awesome.
Of the George Jetson card.
Of that George Jetson card.
But we must be able to use it for advertising and marketing purposes.
I would have done that anyway.
I'm just going to go with that. There's terms and conditions apply.
Yeah, no postage, free postage.
I have all sorts of cards. You better look through them then
Go
if
Marky
you
Mark.
you're going to find George Jetson.
I'd love if we get like 20 George Jensen cards.
I will do them all.
Yeah, pretty
Love
much.
a good George
Yeah.
Jetson.
There
know
we go. We got one free George Jetson.
The big giveaway, the birthday giveaway. Everyone gets a grade, but
you
if
get a
you've got a
grade, you
George
get a grade.
Jetson, you get a grade first.
Yeah.
That's right. I love it.
Oprah style.
I love it.
That's awesome. So what else is going on this week, lads?
Preparing for Hobby Hangout.
Yeah,
Yes.
mostly preparing
Main
for Hobby
thing.
Hangout.
Yeah, it's only next weekend, which is crazy.
Oh no!
come
So
up
we're
so fast.
we're flying down Saturday to get prepared because last time Jez got stuck trying to leave same
make
date.
it, yeah.
So that won't happen.
COVID struck again.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to be leaving Saturday. We're actually going to be going to the
MCG,
footy
yeah.
to watch.
Richmond and Essendon.
That's
So if anyone's around in Melbourne the night before, we're probably going to have a beer somewhere around there beforehand. So if you want to come along, see any of the boys in the PSG hat, I'll buy you a beer.
That's right.
Let's do that
And
before
we'll
the
grade
Hobby
the
Hangout.
beer. We'll grade
I'll
the beer.
taste the beer and tell
Yeah.
you what it's worth.
There you go. This is a 10.
No, but we will. Let's try and catch up with some of the people
Yeah.
while we're in Melbourne before, maybe during and after. You guys, I know, are leaving that night, so
Yeah.
maybe the Saturday arvo or the Saturday evening. If anyone's got anything on,
Well,
we'll let everyone know next Thursday when we do the podcast where
Absolutely.
we're going to be and what time we're going to meet.
Yep.
But let's do it on the walk down to
Walk down to the G.
the G.
if you got cards to trade, let's trade.
Oh, we're going to trade as well.
I know.
A little trade evening at the pub before the footy.
You know, one of the greatest things about Pugz is his old school original trade mindset.
Sid's Cards and Collectibles. Do you guys need a driver? Whew.
Hey,
If we
Depends how big a night it is,
if we go
brother.
if we go to the Duke of Wellington pub beforehand, we will definitely need a driver.
I can drive.
But yeah,
Has a hand
no,
in the whale.
listen next week, guys, and we'll let you know exactly where we're going to be and what we're going to be doing whilst we're in Melbourne on the Saturday arvo early evening.
Yep.
Be great to catch up with you, many of you as possible, and then obviously on the Sunday at the show. Come and see us. We'll have all our signs up. We'll have the big blue flag. We've now got blue tablecloths. Hey, look at us moving up in the world.
know.
I tell you what I'm going to do as well on the day is we're going to have on display. You know, we normally have some slabs. I'm going to have my whole Tyson Beck collection that's been slabbed so far, which is a bit of Josh Green. There's the Muhammad Ali series and also Barcelona 82 because I love that
do the
little
Trump.
slab.
We will
Trump as
also
well.
have
Hell, the Trump. We could take the
We
Trump
can do
down
the
as well.
I can't even spell
TRUMP. So,
20,
yeah.
2024.
So just a
Um,
couple of series that we'll have
We'll
there
also
on
have a
display.
couple of Tyson Beck AFL cards.
Oh, nice.
So
excellent.
I brought them in today, so we'll get those graded as
And there
well.
was a rumour that we were going to have the rookie Tyson Beck card. Did we
Yes.
find it?
No, we haven't found it yet.
We will try and find
Tyson, I
From
will
the
find.
baseball?
Yeah, from the baseball.
I remember that.
A
It's
little,
a picture of him,
He's a
isn't it?
a little
kid.
tacker. Yeah, a little tacker
That's
Tyson.
awesome.
And he's
Do you
sitting
have
there.
one?
Yeah, I have one of
Oh,
them.
man.
I may have been opening a pack or two at the local card shop one day and pulled out a card and it was Tyson Beck. I went, what the heck is this? And
That's amazing.
loved it.
So that's all. I'll tell you what, we'll do that. We won't grade that one. We'll wait for him to sign it.
Oh,
then
God.
we'll grade it.
Yep.
How good's that?
Sweet.
Yeah, so that'll be awesome. So looking forward to catching
You know
up
what? If we
with,
do that,
yeah.
if we do that, we'll get him to grade it and we'll put it on our socials and we'll auction it off
For
for charity.
Oh, let's do that.
So I'm going to find that card. I'm going to get Tyson to sign it. We'll auction it off for charity.
Yep.
I'll let you know the charity right now. It'll be Beyond Blue.
Love it.
Because if I can make a bit of a public service announcement on that at the moment, I did have a friend who passed away this week, and if he had used a service like Beyond Blue, he may still be here today. So always reach out because
Please do that.
It's very important. But we will do that.
100%.
I'm sure Tyson will be more than happy to sign us a card, and we'll give it away for Beyond Blue.
We will, 100%. So we'll raise as much funds as we can. We'll even have a little donation box at the event at Hobby Hangout for Beyond Blue. And more than happy for you to either put cash or cards in there that are worth value that we can then sell for the Beyond Blue stuff. So if we'll definitely stick that up on the socials and stuff as well. So it is not a very nice thing to happen, but it does happen. And the thing is, I think people need to talk about this stuff because if you don't talk, then you don't save lives.
That's right. Sorry, I didn't mean that to be a negative thing.
No, 100%, mate. And the fact, thanks very much, Jelly, for your thoughts. But it is a big thing that we need to talk more about, especially as blokes. We don't normally do that. So that is a massive service and a great service at Beyond Blue. Just while we're on a bit of a somber note, we heard today that Paul Green passed away, the NRL super coach. So a massive shout out to his family and everyone else that knew him. 49 years old. 49 years
old. Premiership winning coach.
100%.
State of Origin coach.
A great man. I've met him a couple of times and very nice human being. So I'm not sure what's happening, not making any accusations or assumptions or any of that sort of stuff. Just a big shout out to his family, and our love and thoughts are with everyone that's affected by that.
Yep.
So on a brighter note,
yes,
Pugz, what's your leaving message today?
Protect your cards.
Hey, there we go. Same thing every week. Hey, got him.
We've got these buttons working. No, stop pushing it.
You got to double.
Otherwise, it keeps going.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. It does. It just
we
goes
could do that.
And then you could time your announcements between the drum beats.
Yeah.
But let's not do that. Rob, what's your big shout out and big, obviously, thank you to the world today?
Yeah, my big thing is, guys, if you are using our service, use our service, but give us feedback. We want feedback.
100%. That's good, bad, ugly, don't care.
That's the way we get better, and we want to be the best.
Indeed, and my big thing this week is, Rob, congratulations on the new role.
Yep.
We're really looking forward to see what you can do here. And those that missed this at the start of today's podcast is that Rob is our new General Manager for Platinum Standard Grading. Christopher is still involved, and Christopher's gone on as the new GM of Media 8 into a position that enables him to help me a lot more with the new NBL team that we're bidding for, and a whole pile of other projects we go there. So Rob will report into Chris. So he's still around. You'll still see his ugly mug on this podcast. Us two have to make someone look ugly.
Yeah, Chris and I are actually launching our own podcast.
Hey, what's going to be called?
Collect This.
Yeah? And you're going to go...
That's how we got the name. Because,
Love it.
Because we said, what will we call it? And it's just going to be about what we collect, and we're going to have guests on that talk about what they collect.
That's sick.
And we've even got a guest coming up talking about living with a collector. So
would that be your wife?
Is that Jen?
That is my wife. So she does not.
Does she know she's coming on the podcast yet? Or is it like secret mic? That's what we should do.
Do you know what's really funny? Chris doesn't even know that this podcast has been launched. So
love it. Absolutely love it.
It is something that we've been talking about, and we are going to launch that in the next few weeks.
Yep.
To get some, and it'll be good content for on our page as well. So people will be able to go and see this podcast, and they'll see something from a collector's point of view as well, because that's where we come from.
That's the background of all of us, and that's the reason we do what we do, the reason why we're in the positions we're in, and that's what we do there. So
I might actually plug it right now and say if there's anyone on this podcast who thinks that they've got a good story about collecting, just get hold of us.
Do you know someone I reckon you should get on that podcast?
Who's that?
Tolga.
Tolga. Forget it. Yeah. Stop. No, you did already. You just did it again. Why didn't... Oh, man,
You should have thought of that. See, Tolga would be the perfect... Actually, the Real Hoopster has just gone, congratulations, Rob. You'll do a fantastic job. And Jelly's looking forward to that podcast.
Yep, no worries. We'll I'll plug it all.
You're a fan already
here. But Tolga, I'll be seeing you in Melbourne, Tolga, and we'll chat.
As our new submission partner, obviously, because after he gets a phone call from Liam today.
That's right. But we'll have a chat about that one.
Well, guys and girls, really appreciate everyone putting up with us for the last 48 minutes and 37 seconds. We do love you all. We really appreciate everything that you're doing. And the fact that Rob's now steering the ship, we're really excited about as well. So as we move this thing forward, a couple of other things. His local card shop, pop-up shop, will be opening on the Gold Coast at Arundel in the next few days.
in the next week. Yes.
Maybe next week.
Yes.
We'll announce
Next
that
week
on
or-
socials.
Yep.
Sweet.
So that'll open up. Actually, no, it's the day after Hobby Hangout. What's that? 22nd of August. That's the one. That's the day it'll be opened up. There may
Yeah,
be
for sure.
the door may be
We
open
might-
sooner.
We might do a preview. We'll talk about
A couple of
it next
previews
Thursday.
and stuff, but yeah, thanks for that. And that's actually saving the hobby on the Gold Coast at the moment because
Yep.
all the other shops shut down.
Yep.
And shout out to those boys too because they all gave it a crack. And at
100%.
the same time, they're all
Shout
still
out.
involved in the hobby,
Yep.
and I believe there's other shops open and other stuff. We encourage that from everyone. We want everyone to get into this hobby as much as possible,
So
and
ev-
we are a community.
That's right. Even from my point of view, from the local, if I take this shirt off, which I won't, and put the local card shop shirt on, I would rather see 15.
Don't do it.
I'd rather see 15 card shops on the Gold Coast, 15 card shops in Brisbane, everywhere, because that means it's a strong hobby.
Oh, yeah,
Indeed,
sure.
and that's what we're all
We,
after.
we need to get everybody in the hobby working together.
Indeed, and you'll see other shows like Hobby Hangout that come up.
Yep, and that's what
Everyone,
it's about.
we look forward to seeing you all in Melbourne at Hobby Hangout. If you can't make it, please reach out to us. You'll see us going live and stuff down there and doing some weird and wonderful stuff that we do. But we'll see you all next Thursday.
And
Go platinum.
Thanks, guys.
thanks, Ruthie.
Go platinum.